Hallo en welkom terug bij Baldur's Gate. Misschien hoort je het op de achtergrond, maar er zit hier een ronker naast mij. Dus, we zijn terug in Baldur's Gate zelf. We gaan nu deze deur door om eens te horen wat Gale te zeggen heeft. Aangezien dat hem door Mystra is opgeroepen, we hebben Gale al naar hier laten komen. Dus we zijn eerlijk gezegd met 5 vechters, mocht er iets gebeuren. Dus, let's go.
The cycle will reach its zenith. Or otherwise.
Another step forward.
The depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure.
Just
and
what
the
I
courage to resist. So may it be.
Een stap voor een statue of Mystra.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
Dit zou heel grappig zijn als je...
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Your goddess calls. Serve her or denounce her as you will, but you cannot ignore her.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You'd make a fine 3-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3-dragon anti. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
The Karsite weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means?
Nee. Nee, daar heb ik geen flauw idee van wat dat betekent.
The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me.
What are the chances that Mystra would smite you?
Slim to none, I hope. Mystra has no right to prevent another ascending to the Pantheon. Only Ao can decide that.
Wie is Eo? Eo. Eo. Iedereen komt als je Eo roept. En Bob is voor er vandoor gegaan.
Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb. Or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder. By me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you?
In between.
Gods, it's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that elder brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
We gaan terug. Dus voordat we hier iets anders gaan doen, gaan we zoals gezegd eerst terug naar Wavering Crossing, naar Wavering Rock. Yes. Zodat we naar vast nog kunnen gaan. Want dat zijn we vergeten, omdat ze zeiden, je gaat naar een nieuwe region, wilt je verder gaan en ik heb gewoon op ja geduwd. Dus ja.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
We moeten next hier paden gaan.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no
Path lies
time.
before me.
spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
We're still here.
Did you get the gyrometics?
Or the targeting modules?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Yes?
What now?
Eager for battle.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
you're working on? Hope that fixes it for you.
We can't return it. Astonish, you feet of genius.
Dantelons is up those stairs, and he's hung blooms beside the door, so the harpers are waiting too.
I sense some hesitation in you.
She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for?
Let us show them how it's done.
If you're hungry, you know.
10 loaves of bread.
But the person with you,
Are you sure?
they enjoy
No
it.
class prices. You won't find more flavor for less.
They had 15.
The neighbours are talking out their asses.
She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a shirt.
If any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing a watch this armor for the first time. Price.
You told me the armor was a gold.
Good armor is hard to find.
Something good here, I hope.
You are not wearing. My mother and
A couple turns should do it.
Zie ik toch naar boven. Ik moet naar hier. Nee, toch niet.
What does it feel like? Imagine seeing a watch powerful.
yes, darling. It's very.
In a word, sir. Exquisite. 15 loaves. Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noonday sun.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling, another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame.
Zeg wat een bezoek nog staat.
I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Game. Playing.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Amicus Animalis.
Ik ga een paar dingen van op de achtergrond wegdoen. Oké, we gaan nog eens pakken.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are.
Thank you.
It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing. if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Raphael.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Yes. The vampire stands next to me.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
onderzoeken hoe we daar moeten geraken.
You can stare as much as you like.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
Fair.
Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it?
Zie je die een sexy vampire achter me staan? Nee.
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. There are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
Sorry, Pet. I'm not quite comfortable with doing this again yet.
Okay, no problem.
Ugh, don't be so nice to me. It makes me want to be nice back.
Dat zal pas na keuzedoel zijn dat je dat kunt doen. En wacht tot het na keuzedoel. Dan komen we weer terug.
This new guy in trouble.
Oh yeah, well, I'll tell you now. Yeah, you got that right.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers. It's a name you know. 9 Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Plus 9.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party.
But you did. We moeten 11 op zijn minst. Nice.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Thank you.
I put it on especially for you.
Lovely. And nice. Oh.
We are not in trouble, sister. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing. Don't touch me.
Don't
a skeleton king.
You don't have to think about a thing.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best.
Watch your back.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Wederom iets.
How about this?
Especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
The librarian does this thing with her wit, like on all fours and...
Butter! Oh, honey, if we should stock up.
Honey is such a
In a brothel.
Birthday boy just counted for your customers today.
Ah, hier is de trap. We zijn echt blind.
Look, Shares's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner...
Moan loudly in the library at all times. Devil's Den.
I know he can be set free. It will when you've met the drought.
Oké, we zijn er. Raphaël.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing. Can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain.
Please do.
I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent, though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Hold it.
And you, Lae'zel of Kallista, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kallista. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. when you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsas to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Ik weet het niet goed. Ik wil de deel ook niet afslagen, dat is het probleem. Ik wil wachten. Ik ben iemand die terughoudend is. Als ik zeg we willen wel working together. Als ik nu zeg no deal. Ik zou in zijn huis moeten geraken. Let's do this.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Okay. Oeh. En nu haar tegen ons gat, waarschijnlijk.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet. The Githyanki will be free.
It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and...
Here we go.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
Doesn't matter, I said no.
I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
Oh, zo eerlijk zijn.
An horrendous deal. Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me, and for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Don't waste a step.
Look, Therese's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
I should speak up. Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Nope.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rub.
Dus ik denk dat we hier dan alles hebben gezien. Het is Raphaël. Ik denk dat we hier alles hebben. Dus we gaan terug naar Baldur's Gate. Ja, dat is alhoewel, we hebben nog veel te doen. Ik vraag me af wat dit is. Een grave key. Heel goed. Hier moeten we naartoe gaan. Nu. Gaan we naartoe, dus.
Can't slow down. What's hiding here?
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even...
today.
Beyond
Bringing in
that
the
gate
soup.
is the upper city, housing the great and the good of Baldur's Gate.
You yearn for a better class of company, Astarion?
Gods no.
No way to run a
Who'd want to
business,
spend
I'd
time with
say.
anyone,
Can't even
great
browse
or
while he's with a
good?
client.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue!
No.
I'll give it a shot.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord. Bye. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger. I will savor your final breath before becoming another witness to my sacrifice. How fortunate.
Probably. Oh, unless... Yes.
Still on my feet.
Ik help die ghouls moeten kopen.
Do you think we could swim into the upper city?
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch it. There's probably crates and things down there to keep trash like us out.
Nah, you're right. And I'm not the best swimmer anyway. Gods know what else is down there and all.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Come on, can't stay
No
idle.
way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
magic, innit? There's a reason for that weird feeling of yours.
So you believe me then?
Stranger things have happened in Baldur's Gate.
Think I made the right decision not to
No
stay.
way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
He's dood. Ik had moeten zeven. Uiteindelijk.
Can't you feel it? It's like a tingle in my spine.
Nothing will stand
Are
him.
you sure it's not a trapped nerve?
I am, thank you. I'm all sanguinary.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Ik weet niet meer tot waar dit auto save is. Dat is het probleem.
Enough circling. Time to strike. What now? Victory awaits.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
A better position.
Ik had het meteen al moeten doen.
Can't even catch my breath.
So you said you felt funny.
I mean, yes, mostly. Why did you stop queuing then?
I can still move fast when I need
I
to.
couldn't take standing in that godforsaken line a moment longer. Felt like I was gonna faint.
Fair enough.
Zie je?
It's us all. But not today.
zo. Juist. Oké, iedereen is level op.
Swift and lethal.
Dus ik ga wel saven. Maar ik ga het opnieuw spelen. Want ik moet eerlijk gezegd nu gaan vertrekken. En ik weet niet wat de laatste save is dat ik heb gedaan.
Get a killer look when you shop pacemaker fashion.
That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet. Great job.
Let's have a look.
You know, I heard it was a balist that tried to kill Master Figaro. Why would a balist want Master Figaro dead?
Didn't like the roughs on the new facemaker fashion line?
Do you think we could swim?
Even zien. Oké. Zie, het is veel te laat. Ja, nee, ik ga het op mijn gemak eens buiten spelen. En dan weet ik dat ik voor jullie nog moet doen, want ik moet nu echt weg. Dus like en subscribe en tot de volgende keer.